Greetings and welcome to Pickled Watermelon Rinds, a guilty pleasure podcast featuring Antie Joan and Ontie, providing our zesty and marginally mature take on current events, pop culture, and trends. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Well, hello there, Auntie Joni.
Hi, Auntie.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How about your own self?
Just fine, thanks.
You're welcome. What up, sister?
So, I went to play bingo again because I'm freaking addicted.
You went without me?
I did. I'm sorry. You're
Okay.
welcome to come up anytime. It's at the local brewery right near my house. And it was lots of fun. It was the same bingo chickadee who did the bingo chickadee before Christmas at that other brewery a little bit further away from my house, up the hill still, and packed house. And somebody walked by and said, "Do you think our area needs a bingo hall?" ? And I was like, I think so. I think I would be there all the time. So it was the same kind of deal. No buy-in. The actual facility donated, I assume, the gifts or whatever. So there are gift prizes, but it's not cash. It's actual gifts. And you get to choose from a table. And now they're not wrapped because it's not Christmas anymore, so you can actually see what you would like. So
And what prize did you take?
none, because we lost again. Now, I will say that a couple of my friends have said, "Have you guys changed out your dabbers?" Because they think they're unlucky. Excuse
Our
me. I hiccuped
dabbers?
it. Our dabbers. Yes, they wanted to see if we should be changing them out. And I don't think it has anything to do with the dabbers. Do you?
No, well,
Because we tried different good lucky charmy things. And
I
that
know
didn't
we
seem
have.
to work.
I know we have. I take Larry with me when we go and my little troll doll. And
Yep. I was supposed to take my parents with me last time, but I forgot. I forgot them as I was heading out the door. But I did wear my new purple hat to the last one up the hill
That's
that I just
right.
went to and didn't work.
No.
So, I was supposed to post a picture of my purple hat in an episode.
oh,
I'll figure out which one that was, and
yeah,
maybe it hasn't
yeah.
maybe it hasn't released yet. And I can still do it. I'm not sure. I don't remember now. So that was kind of a bust, bingo bust, unfortunately. My friend
But
didn't
it was
win
fun.
either. It was fun, and the beer was really good, and the crowd was fun. There were a couple of kids. Didn't appreciate
Oh,
it.
nice.
Yeah. Didn't appreciate that, but and another big draw was that they had a food truck at the brewery as well, which I did not partake in. In my little town, we're very starved for restaurants. So when the food truck is making an appearance, that usually is a draw as well. And the brewery isn't huge, but still, it was, people were standing playing the game.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh, yeah. So it was definitely a crowd pleaser. So hopefully, because this one is so close to my house, that I'm hoping that they do it more often now that they see the crowd it draws. You don't have to drink. You can just come and play. It's not required. Like, they don't have a minimum or anything like that. I would venture to guess at least 85% of the people were consuming the beer. I don't know if they have a kombucha. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Anyway, and they have water. They're not, mean people. They have water and stuff for people too. And I think they have something like, I don't know if it's a juice or something for people who don't drink. I forget. I don't know because I drink, so I just drink the beer. I don't know.
And she's the good caller with the little quips and stuff she has for the numbers. And...
Yes. She did the bag of dicks one. It was very funny. 56 bag of dicks, yes. And she even said, she's like, we're all 18 or over. And the kids were like right in front of her. I'm like, I like you a lot. Yes, but the last round, the blackout, where she did the speed round like she did the last time, I swear she did it even faster this time. I got lost.
Oh my gosh.
I got lost. And I had one card. And I was completely lost. And I was like, I wasn't close to winning anyway. So it's not like, if I only paid attention, maybe I would have won.
You had one card.
One card, and I couldn't keep up. Yeah, she was going extra fast, I thought. But anyway, still good fun.
Good times.
Good times. And Antie Joan and I, we changed our bank because our original bank was my bank that I use. But for business, they like to charge too many fees, and we have not hit that magic number yet where we're getting sponsorships and commercial opportunities. So we haven't brought in any money. So we kind of decided to switch to a bank that actually allows us to grow at our own pace without
There you go.
fees. So, and our new banker, Max, is a lot of fun at the Premier Members Credit Union.
Oh, he was.
Super,
He probably
super
still
nice.
is. Yeah, he probably still.
Yes. Super nice guy. He listened to our teaser, at least an episode, and made a comment on it and a follow-up email to us, which was very sweet. So we do appreciate Max. He was fun to work with, and hopefully he continues to be a listener. Who knows? We never know.
Well, he did kind of catch me off guard with one of his comments. And that was when, don't remember exactly how we got on the topic, but, he said, how long have you lived in Colorado? And I said, since 1975. I said, before your parents were probably married. He said, yeah, you got that right. Or, whatever. It's like, and boy, oh boy, did that catch me. I'm thinking, holy smokes. I pictured his parents being my age.
Oh,
Now I'm like his grandparents' age. That's
Max is like 20 years younger than me.
So that makes him 15,
early
16?
30s would be my
30s.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was kind of like a rude awakening.
I could be Max's mom.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I could. I'm sure he's happy that I'm not.
And I guess I could be yours, huh?
Correct.
Yeah.
So see how that
Oh,
worked out there?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So that would make you Max's
Grandmother.
There you go.
Oh. I like thinking of my grandchildren being like the grandgirls.
Oh, yeah.
Third,
No.
fourth grade, eighth grade, that kind of thing. But
no.
oh dear. Dear. Well, if you're lucky, it happens to you.
That's right. That's exactly right. The alternative ain't so great.
So far.
Yeah. And then you want to talk about what? Girl Scout cookies?
Oh, Girl Scout cookies. Oh, well, King Soopers, some of the employees are on strike.
Yes.
So now the Girl Scouts aren't selling their cookies outside of King
They think they're going to be out millions as a result.
Yeah, is that right? I didn't know that.
Oh, that's a little clickbait that I did not click on title that I saw today.
Well, your neighbor's daughter, you had sent me her link, and I, of course, put it off and put it off and put it off. And I finally, yesterday or the day before, went to see if I could still get cookies through her. And I could, but they were shipped only. That came out to like $13 almost. So I thought, well, maybe I should support our little girls down here because, it's not that easy for some of the girls selling their cookies. I just still think back to when I was a Girl Scout and had to sell cookies. And well, with my procrastination, by the time I finally got out, all the people in my neighborhood had already bought their cookies. So my folks had to take me to different neighborhoods and drop me off.
Oh, Auntie Joan.
And now I'm starting to think maybe they were hoping I couldn't find my way back. I don't know.
Did they pick you back up or did they just drop you off?
I think the one neighborhood I'm thinking of, it was close enough that I could walk home.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not like they took me to the next town. That would have probably been the next year had I continued in with the Girl Scouts. And then my dad never took my order forms into the office to try to get the people to buy them. So
no, my dad didn't either. He was the boss, so he didn't want them to feel like they had to buy because the boss put down the order form. So he would not take mine either. So I also did the walkie. But I say to my neighborhood, and if people already bought, well, then they already bought. But I think it builds character doing all of that. I really do. I think that's a really important part of the whole process is to have these girls have interactive skills to being able to talk to adults besides just their parents or their teachers. Strange adults, as long as their parents are there. I mean, you don't want them to go out by themselves anymore. I mean, we did, but it was a different time. Probably at least the parents waiting at the end of the driveway or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
you still, I think that's really good for them to be able to start building up that skill set.
I think it's a horrible idea myself. Do you want to hear my opening spiel to get people,
I do.
interested? Okay. Ding dong. Hello. You don't want to buy Girl Scout cookies, do you?
Oh my God, you're like the little kid from Modern Family. That's exactly what it is. You don't want to buy wrapping paper, do you? Oh my God, you're hysterical. It's like, no. You're like, hi, I'm Ellen, and I'm a Girl Scout, and I'm selling Girl Scout cookies, and we've got some new flavors this time, and these are the 2 new flavors, and really appreciate your business if you would want to support the Girl Scouts, because it's going to help me I don't think it helped me do jack shit, to be quite honest, but there was always some carrot they dangled back in the day. I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was a prize, or now I think there's a Girl Scout camp. Oh my God, because yes, I got my Girl Scout cookies from my neighbor's daughter because I ordered them right when I got the link, just saying. And I think I waited till the next morning. But it's my fix, it's my Thin Mint fix, because Thin Mints are vegan, folks. Yeehaw. Anywho, she included a little thank you card in the little gift bag that she gave me my cookies in. It said, thank you. It was very sweet what she wrote. And then she said, because this helps me get to Girl Scout camp and I get to do duck launching again. And I'm like, what in holy hell is duck launching? And of course they were gone, when I finally opened up the bag.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh. So I texted my neighbor and just said, very sweet little card from your daughter. Thank you for that. And by the way, what is duck launching? Because I have visions of your daughter standing at the end of a dock throwing ducks. Like, is that what she does? Becky's like, I'm not 100% sure it's something that they do at camp. And that's all I got. So I still don't know.
You didn't Google it?
No, I meant to, so I'm going to now. But yeah, okay. I was like, duck launching? I never heard of it. So I don't know if she misspoke or if it's really a thing. I don't know.
I don't think they should force kids to go out and sell stuff like that. I think, some kids just aren't built for it. And I wasn't. I'm not one of those that can put on a super happy face and stuff. I know it surprises you.
But I think that's what helps build that skill set up, is starting that young. So it's called Mallard duck. No, I'm going to go out on a limb based on what the Google returned when I typed in duck launching, is maybe it's ducks that they care for in some way at the camp and then release them into the ponds. I'm speculating completely, because the only thing I'm seeing is like mallard duck release at Lima Ranch. Our goose and duck released today, and it's all about them going into water. So it's not the tossing like I envisioned, but it's more like of releasing them into their environment.
So it's not like they take disabled ducks and put them in a slingshot and
no,
let them go.
I don't think so. But that's what I had in my head. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I can find. So that's what I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is. So if I get more information, folks, I'll certainly follow up. But
please do.
As far as I know. And of course, like I said, I wish I could have asked her, but I didn't read the card until well after she was gone. So next time I see her, I will hopefully remember and ask her directly and say, you got to explain this to me, because I don't know what that is.
So it looks like I'm going to have to hit the streets and find my own dealer for these this year.
Yeah. King Super's being out. I mean, I got to believe they'll sell them at like Safeway, no?
Oh, sure. And I'll bet maybe in my neighborhood, they're probably going to be at the next store, the one that's right next to it, not right outside the entrance into King Super's, probably like down, in the next. Yeah, that's probably what they'll do.
Yeah. Well,
they're resourceful.
Because the Girl Scouts are the ones, once they heard about the strike, are the ones that pulled the girls from selling the cookies there. So the Girl Scout organization pulled them back.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because my neighbor told me that when they dropped off the cookies. It was a Girl Scout organization decision to pull the girls out of that.
I had no idea that the Girl Scout organization was so pro-labor.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he also said they got shorted cookies. Their troop didn't get their full allotment of cookies. I think they were supposed to, the whole troop, I don't know how it all works. The Girl Scouts in this area were supposed to get like 4,000 boxes of cookies or something like that for sales, like at King Soup, like to take them all over the place, as well as what they sold. Said they were like 1,300 or 1,700 boxes short or something like that. Oh my goodness. It was a quick interchange because they had to go, but I didn't get to ask many questions about that. Like, was that cognizant because of the King Soopers strike that they kept some cookies back as a result? Or is there a shortage of Girl Scout cookies all of a sudden? And he also said there's there's a couple that are being discontinued
Yeah, I knew that.
that were big sellers as a result of them being discontinued. People were stocking up on them and stuff. So, anywho, big doings in the Girl Scout cookie world.
Yeah. Get it while you can.
That's right. Put them in your freezer. They last forever and they're delicious.
So what did you think of the Costco?
So I did love them. They were way too easy to eat. I don't have the discipline to have something like that inside my house. And
Those are the Costco. They're little round balls and they come in the thin mint flavor. They also come in another flavor too sometimes.
Okay. Unfortunately, I bought the bag and brought it home and then read the ingredients, and these are actually not vegan.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But I was like, well, I already bought them and they're in my house, so that's that. So they did have milk in it, so I did eat them all, but I won't be buying them again. And but actual Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies are vegan. They have no dairy in them. They're quite delicious. So I don't know if they had to do that to make the balls, the mint balls,
the sweaty mint balls.
the sweaty mint balls. And I just found a recipe for blue sweaty balls.
Sweaty blue balls.
Sweaty blue balls. Yes. Blueberry
Good
balls.
times. Good times.
Good times.
Oh. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now we're on to the part of our program where we discuss what we are watching. I got a good one. I don't know if Antie Joan agrees or not. We're going to find out, but I dig this show very, 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 very much. It is called Paradise, and it is on the Hulu. It is a Hulu original. It stars Sterling K. Brown, who I adores. And the creator of this show is Dan Fogelman, who also created This Is Us. If you watched This Is Us like I did, fear not. This is not a tearjerker series in Paradise. It is completely different. And so if you weren't a fan of This Is Us, you might want to give Paradise a try because it is very different than that. But he also created Cars and the cartoon Cars. And,
Really?
Crazy Stupid Love. And, there was another one that I wanted to shout out that I can't remember off the top of my head. Well, it's going to take me too long to get to it. So he's quite the eclectic little creator there, I think. And
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying this series. So Sterling K. Brown is the star of the show. James Marsden. I want to say Marsdenson. I don't know why. James Marsden. It's a very simple name, but I destroy it every time it's in my head. Whole shebang. Anyway, James Marsden, he plays the president, which he doesn't look presidential, but that's okay because I find him adorable. I just love him. I loved him in Jury Duty, which was one of my most favorite things ever.
Oh, yeah.
That was hysterical. He was also in Westworld and a bunch of other stuff. I think he's in some Marvel crap too. I don't know. Anyway, I really like that guy. So he plays the president. I'm not going to give any plot things away in this because it really is a culmination. And I don't know if people have not started seeing this. Everything kind of unfolds episode over episode over episode. So I don't really want to give too much of the premise. All I'll say is I'll read what IMDb gave as its little synopsis. And let me tell you, it is teeny. It is a sentence. A security service team tasked with protecting a past president. Sounds mundane. Sounds like, Secret Service, president. That's not really what it's about. But I can't tell you what it's really about because I don't want to give anything away. And I really do like the way that they're progressing with all of this. A couple other folks that are in it are Julianne Nicholson, who plays a character called Sinatra. It's a code name. And she was a tech CEO, and now she's transformed into this other role that, again, I can't really talk about without giving too much away. And then there's also Sarah Shahi, who plays Dr. Gabriella Tarabi. And so she's a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I don't know which, but she's one of them. And again, I can't get into too much of that other than telling you that that's what she does as a primary profession. But she has a more significant role in this series than just that as well. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Antie Joan, help me out. What you got?
I did not like the president's character.
Okay.
He reminded me too much of somebody else. but he was just too flippant, and I didn't like that in character
Okay.
for a president. Did you realize where they were in the first episode?
Yes.
Oh, see, I didn't get that till the second one.
No. Not until the end.
Okay.
Not until the end of the first episode is where they finally reveal where they are. No, you're right. I'm sorry. I thought you meant. So Colorado's involved, folks. That's all I'll say. I thought you were asking that. That's where I thought your question was. Sorry.
Wow.
So Colorado's involved, and that's all I can say about that. But no, that's what I mean. It's so hard to talk about this show without giving it away. But I felt like I wanted to get people watching it as soon as possible versus waiting until it was over. I just finished episode 4, which just aired this week, and there's only 8 episodes. It's already halfway done. It does release weekly. So, but if you're just starting it, lucky you, because now you can binge episodes 1 through 4. It's kind of hard to talk about. What else?
Yeah, it is. I'm glad I didn't spend all morning rewatching those episodes again, because since we can't really give away too much. Yeah, it is really quite ingenious how they just build that. And
I really wish you watched the latest episode, because there's more revealed in it that just makes me want to stay forever. Like I'm so hooked on this show. Oh my gosh. I'm so hooked on this show. I just adore it. I can't say enough about it. And I know I'm not saying much about it, which kind of sucks.
Well, the Sinatra character is quite interesting.
Yes.
How she got so much money.
Yes. We can say that she did lose a child. We can say that because that doesn't really give anything away. We can also say that Sterling K. Brown's character loses his wife. Again, that doesn't really give anything away. There is some trauma involved. So Sterling K. Brown and James Marsden were just on Seth. Sterling K. Brown last week, and James Marsden was just on earlier this week. And they actually revealed more than I thought they should have. About the show personally. They said what actually happens with the president's character, that character. And I was like, you don't need to. And so it's like, well, I don't think we're giving anything away. I'm like, it's not a pivotal point. It's not like the big revelation, but at the same time, it's story building, and I was kind of disappointed that he did that. So if you've seen Seth, you already know what happens to James Marsden's character.
You're talking about in the first episode.
Correct.
It becomes, okay.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I was kind of disappointed that they did that, but he's right. It wasn't like a critical thing to say, but at the same time, it's like, no, but that builds, it's part of it. It's part of all of this. Anyway, there's other Secret Service agents.
Oh, yeah.
And they're interesting. They get caught playing video games, which I can tell you that because that's not a plot, thing, really. It kind of is, but you won't know until you watch it. So I can tell you that. I can tell you that. One of the agents is Nicole Bryden Bloom. She plays Jane Driscoll, and she is the girlfriend of John Beavers, who plays Billy Pace. And Billy Pace is very close with Sterling K. Brown's character, and his character's name is Xavier Collins. And Xavier Collins has 2 children as well, and this Billy Pace is very close with the entire family. They have each other's back and, all that wonderful stuff. And he kind of keeps an eye out for the kids and, helps with them and all that wonderful stuff. And that's why episode 4 is so good.
Okay.
It's just so good. Things to see. New episodes come out on Tuesdays. Right now, like I said, episodes 1 through 4 are out. By the time this airs, it's probably going to be up to episode 6, I believe. So you've got lots to binge. That's kind of cool. And only a couple episodes to wait for. I don't know if this is going to be an ongoing series or if this is like just a 1 season and done kind of thing. Like it was always intended to be. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't do that kind of research. But if I have my way, this thing will stay on the air for years.
Well, I'm going to go back and finish rewatching it and watch episode 4.
Yes, episode 4 is a good one. It's a really
well, at the end of 3, I had some questions about that Billy. So
okay, well, they get answered in episode 4.
Okay, all righty.
So that's Paradise on Hulu. Watch it.
Yeah, watch it. It's pretty good and interesting. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Now we're on to the part of our program where we discuss commercials we have to talk about. And gosh darn it, if I didn't think we already reviewed this one, but we went back and looked at the records and we have not. So Auntie Joan, tell our listener what you got this week.
The FreshPet commercials.
Love them.
Yes, they're the best. And that's why we thought we must have covered them before. And I think we did talk about them, but we didn't actually call out the commercials. So the first one that I saw when I looked it up was the FreshPet My Boy Junior commercial. And this is kind of reminiscent of the Sopranos. Yeah. One of the guys comes in and what's he got something to eat or something? Yeah, put it in the refrigerator. And he goes in the refrigerator. And there's a whole group of the boys, the fellas, sitting around talking, whatever. And this guy comes in and says, "Oh, I got your whatever." And he's okay, put it in the refrigerator. So he goes and he says, "What's this?" He said, "Well, it's FreshPet." He says, "You put dog food in your refrigerator?" "Oh, it's not dog food, it's FreshPet." And then the one guy makes some smart ass comment, and the next thing you know, if they're standing over by a dock, something, watching, like they just put him into didn't they?
Into the trunk of a car?
Oh, into the trunk of a car. See, I should have watched that before we started.
It's all right.
Yeah, we got one for the bloopers, huh?
Nah.
Okay, so yeah, so they end up standing over the trunk of a car and I don't know, make some comment. But they've got
And then
other
they close
ones.
the trunk.
Yeah, and then they close the trunk. But they've had other ones out there. Oh, let's see. There was the one of my most recent favorites is the lady who's having people over, and her aunt or mother, somebody comes over with flowers and something for the party and goes to put it in the refrigerator and I hear you've got a new fella. And she says, "Oh yeah, Peter." And anyway, so the older lady goes in, looks in the refrigerator, sees this FreshPet food and "What's this?" The same old thing. And the next scene you see is the older lady standing outside the door and the younger lady handing her the flowers she brought. And then the younger gal is sitting on the floor with Peter the dog saying, "We do make a cute couple, don't we?" That was so cute. Yes.
Cute. So cute. Yes, the FreshPet commercials. There's quite a few of them, and they're all just very well done. I've enjoyed all of them. That's why I'm shocked that we actually had not made this one of our topics up until now.
But I think they kind of have a way of showing how people really feel about their pets.
Yes, either they're members of the family or they're a little bit more than that in this Peter's case. But But yeah, the Goombas all sitting there.
Goombas, yeah.
My Boy Junior. That was hysterical. Oh my God. To see gangsters like that have such an affection for the dogs, because all of them stood up in defense of the dog. Yes, the owner did. The dog's owner was certainly the one that was annoyed that guy was not appreciative of the fact that he had his dog's food in the refrigerator. But when the guy made his snide comment, which I can't remember what it is either, they all stood up in protection of it was very cute. Like, nah, you don't mess with dogs, man. It's like, that's all right. You tell them.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yes, they are.
Have you ever tried that with Killian?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask if I've ever tasted it. And I was going to say, no, I actually have not tasted FreshPet.
No, you're vegan.
No, Killian's on kibble, and I'm sure he would appreciate something like FreshPet, but I worry about dogs' teeth and the softer foods. I do think their teeth, and Killian has really good teeth, knock on wood. He's had zero problems, and they're only now just starting to yellow a little bit.
Yeah, he does have beautiful teeth.
He's got great teeth. And I do think that has a lot to do with, one, the chewing of his bone, that he loves his bones. And then also the hard kibble. He's never really, unless he's sick, then he gets, of course, gourmet meals made by me on the stove. But for the most part, he really sticks to the kibble. I think that hard food, it really does help their teeth. It's just my opinion. But then again, my boy Max, my golden, only, with me at least, only ate, because I didn't get him until he was 4. But from the time I had him from 4 to 12, 12.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he lasted till 12. He was only on kibble as well. And he had the worst breath, the grossest teeth. Never lost any or anything like that, but because Goldens, they hold the food in their jowls, kind of like dessert for later because they're gross. So, and he did that, and he gobbled his food, which Killian does too, but Killian doesn't have the holding tanks like the Goldens do, so he doesn't do that. Yeah, so I'm not opposed to it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, if people want to do that, it's just that's what is in my head that I think the teeth end up being a little bit better if you keep them on kibble. I don't know. Probably nothing to it, but
Well, I think the soft stuff I agree with that. I mean, chewing on stuff and kind of helps keep the teeth, sharper, I think, too.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know. But no, he's never had it. Did any of your pets ever been on that?
Oh, no, I don't think they had it. I don't know how long it's been out.
Okay. Because they have a bunch of those now. Like there's, I think, Farmer's Dog and a couple other, that type of food. Not these great commercials. FreshPet's the only one's got those. There's quite a few of those that are more softer, fresher that you do store in the refrigerators and things like that. And I never used it. There's lots of them. I would consider it down the road, but not for Killian.
Yeah.
Not for my boy. He's a Purina Pro Plan kind of dog.
Oh, okay.
Sensitive tummies formula, of course, with his turkey and his oatmeal.
Yeah, hopefully not again for a while.
No, that's the type of food he's on. That's the Pro Plan blend that he eats every day. That's why him getting an upset stomach is so weird, because he eats kind of blandish, sensitive tummies food all the time. Anyway. But that was just extra. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, folks, we wanted to give you an update on our upcoming PWRs. That's Pickled Watermelon Rinds. PWRs 50 contest. And we're calling it that because we want folks to send us their best Sally O'Malley impersonation celebrating our 50th episode. What we want you to do is create a video less than a minute. If it's more than a minute, it's disqualified. It must be an MP4 format. It can be people, animals, animation. All are acceptable as part of the video. If you're not familiar with Molly Shannon, Sally O'Malley, please do search on the YouTube for that. We will provide a link, and it's probably not going to be a clickable link because the Instagrams and stuff don't let us do that, but it will be clickable on our RSS page. I'm not sure if those links come through in your other podcast formats, i.e. Apple Pod and Spotify and all that wonderful, and Amazon Music or whatever you listen to our podcast on, but it will be there. So you can at least copy and paste it into a browser, or you can maybe even click on it. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, we'll have one out there so you can have inspiration as to how to create this video. And we are requiring only one video submission per listener. And we'll have an email address that we will also include in next week's episode. So you can't submit anything before the 50th episode actually airs. But we will have that new email address out there, and that's how you will submit your videos. You can compress it and put it in a zip file if you know how to do that. That would be great. If not, just sending it, because it's so short and at under a minute, it should be fine to send through email without any issues. We will send you a response saying that we've received your submission, so you'll know that we actually did receive it. Do keep in mind we are not monitoring this email 24/7, so please note that we will respond to you. So give us at least a day. If you don't hear from us in a day, try sending it again, but we will get back to you within a day or so. Okay?
Good point.
The deadline for the submissions will be Wednesday, March 12th, 2025 by 11 p.m. Mountain. It will be on daylight time by then, folks. Yeehaw.
Oh, jeez.
So
really, we're
deadline.
going to daylight time in March?
Yes, we are. So we want to make sure that you guys have all of this information ahead of time. This is a little precursor for our actual listeners. We are not posting this anywhere, so you guys have the inside scoop, and you can start working on this. And just keep in mind the deadline of March 12th, 2025 by 11 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. We'll have more specifics, and we will be doing posts, but those will be after the 50th episode episode airs. So you guys, like I said, you got a little jump start here. Start putting your creative hats on. We are super excited to see what you all are going to pull together. We will announce our winner on our 52nd episode, which will be our 1 year anniversary celebration episode. So, yes, very, very exciting. More to follow, more details. There's, some additional rules and all that. But again, that'll all be posted along with our 50th episode next week. Good luck to all you. I'm excited. And, do tell your friends and family about it. And I'm excited to see what you all pull together.
Yes, indeedy. Just remember, we're 50.
That's right. Sally O'Malley says, I kick and I stretch. And I kick because I'm 50. Now you can look it up and see how Molly Shannon does it way better than we do. But that's okay. We want to hear what you guys pulled together. So funsies. Yay. All right, Auntie Joan. Anything else for our listener today?
No, that's it. That's it for me.
All right. Well, that wraps it for yet another wonderful pickled watermelon rinds episode. This is Auntie signing off.
And Antie Joan saying bye-bye now.
We thank you for listening. And remember, when life eats away at your core, make pickled watermelon rinds.